Let's see. We got Cheshire and Hindi on the request list. But you know, I actually want to play a Tier 8 submarine. I haven't done this yet. I set them up. Actually, it looks like I played one game. I played one game in U-190, and it was singularly uninteresting. So let's try a game. Let's try a game. Let's try a game in a Tier 8 submarine and see what the differences are. Mr. Bean, PhD. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh my God. Hang on. I gotta get this. There we go. Yeah, the U-190 hull is really cool looking. I'm a big fan of how the ship looks. What are we at, 3 hours? Yeah, I'll play one game in this ship, and then maybe I'll take the Cheshire or the Hindi request, and then we'll call it a night. Nolo, if you're still around, let's set up one last giveaway for the night. It'll probably be not this game, but maybe the next game. Let me have a quick look at the spreadsheet. Let me make sure, because I'm thinking I want to do another 3 of each. Yeah, let's do another 3 of each, Nolo. Just set that up and have it ready when you have a few minutes. Pretty please. Double sub, triple destroyer, 2 battleship. Okay. Well. All right, Kyroan. We'll see how it goes, buddy. This is going to be interesting. All right, the good news is I outspot all these damn destroyers, but not by much. It is a narrow thing.
Time to kill everyone.
You know what I'm going to do? No. Part of me wants to go play mid, right? Go play mid and come in looking for torp angles on the Kansas or the Richie. But man, if I get caught out in mid by a destroyer, I'll be lucky to survive. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to continue to make bad tactical decisions in submarines to find out what works and what doesn't. The submarine horns are really cool, by the way, because it's the dive alarm, which is awesome. Now, one thing that's different, right? If you guys remember the Tier 6 boat, it was periscope depth, operating depth, maximum depth. But here at Tier 8, in U-109, I have 2 more depths available to me on my depth chart. So presumably, I have like I can go like super mega ultra deep completely to avoid everything. Presumably, I think is how this works. Is it really Templar? I'll have to try that out. That's awesome. But anyways, we'll give this a shot. I'm going to try and come around this island and just see what I can spot. Actually, I should probably come right up the mid if I'm going to do that. Give myself a little more room to work, because there's likely to be somebody snuggled up to that island. There's the Richie. That's a good sign.
Suck it down.
And the Kansas. Both BBs are here. I can't get greedy. One of the things I got to remember, right? And I had to teach myself this playing Silent Hunter and Silent Service all those years. Patience is the key, right? When you're playing a submarine, patience is everything. You have to have patience. If you get in a hurry, you get dead. I'm doing okay, Eagle Scout. How you doing, buddy?
If I promised to kill you last, I lied.
All right, Ognivoy's in the cap. I'm okay with this. I'm not a huge fan, but it's all right. It's tolerable. One of the things that I think subs are going to make more interesting is because, you know, destroyers will... Oh, I love the little periscope and the antenna coming up. That's so cool. You know, destroyers are at a point where they'll generally only play the flanks, right? You don't generally see middle destroyers in this game. But with submarines, I can play a middle sub, can't I? Can't I? Because hang on, he's going to back up. I still want to get north of this iceberg to give myself room to run. Because I can always, if I get in too much trouble, I can always just go deep and stay away. Right? That's absolutely, totally a viable thing that I can do. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn around this iceberg. We're going to fire the torpedoes manually, and I'm not going to ping him until we get towards the very end. I don't want him to know that I'm here. Well, that was a giant waste of my time, wasn't it? Okay, well, two ship kills is a good start. Poor Massachusetts. No, he never saw me. So I never pinged him, so they don't have any idea where I am right now. Now, I'm not going in here on the surface, I don't think, because I don't know where the Ognovoy is. I want to try and get up here and spot him. Actually, I might do it on the surface because I outspot him. Go get him, boys. Go get him, boys. That's a problem.
Attention! Maximum depth reached.
Wow, you can bottom out down here. Look at this. Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's depth charging. Oh, no. The Z is depth charging the salmon. Okay, I got it now. Okay, salmon's out. So all I have to do is double back and come up in the cap circle, and we can cap. Oh, well, no. Yeah, so it's both subs, the Yankee, North Carolina. They're down to the Ognovoy. We don't know where their U-190 is. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. Let's come up 50. Try not to bottom the thing out. Waiting for my hydrophone to come back. Oh. That's the underwater horn, by the way. That's really cool. I love that. That is awesome. That is very, very awesome. All right, so the Ognovoy's not that close. Nope, there he is. Okay. I'm okay with that. It tells me where he is. Let's come back up. Let's come back up shallow and have a look around. No. The Aki is literally disrespecting this Kansas. Look at this. Wow. Wow. All right, well, let's surface and finish capping. Oh, Red October. I got to reread that book. It's so good. Either reread it or watch the movie again, right? Either one is an acceptable use of time. Who was it? Oh, Critical Drinker had a video on Red October just the other week, right? Talking about how it's basically just an amazing. It's, you know, even now, all these years later, the film is still just stupidly good, and he's 100% right. He's 100% right. It's just the script is good, the casting is good. It's just an excellent film. It's the kind of movie that you wish Hollywood would make more of, and they just fail so spectacularly at it these days. You really should, Chiron. Honestly, the book for Red October is still good. It's denser, of course. I mean, Clancy is. Oh, I've read Red Storm, Jarrett. I've read Red Storm. I've read everything Clancy, honestly. Red October is denser than the film, but that's not really shocking. That's just how Clancy is, right? Oh, hi. You should finish, like, depth charging that dude. Abyss. That's so good. There's a meme in the Discord, Abyss, about that, right? Somebody was like, you receive the order of linen for this, and we were joking about how, the reality is that they would actually have to give it to him. They would have had to actually give Ramius the order of linen to maintain the illusion, had that story actually been true, right? Because of what he did and how he did it. Abyss, you're exactly right. In the book, Red October, Jack actually spends a non-zero amount of time with the Royal Navy and not just the American Navy. And it's interesting because the Royal Navy treats him very differently. No, I don't think so, Ryan. I find that highly unlikely.
Our victory is in sight. I love the smell of bird crap in the morning. It slaps you back to Bangkok.
Going the wrong way. Trying to come back up. There'll be an island in the way soon enough. He doesn't bother me. See? He's going to lose sight of me now. I kind of don't care. Actually, you know what? I'll tail him and keep him lit on the surface for the Aki. I think I hit the island. Yeah, I was like, plus I can harass him with sonar, but I guess not. Yeah, we aren't going to find him. He's got no reason to show himself. Yeah, no, Night Owl. I mean, you're right. There's all the Red October. The book is is sprawling, right? It takes place all over the North Atlantic. It's your first look at Cardinal, right? There's a scene in the book with Cardinal, which Clancy comes back later to write another entire book about. So there's a whole lot going on in Red October that doesn't necessarily translate into the film script.
Coochie coochie.
I know you're in here. I can hear you breathing. I'm gonna spot him on the surface in a sec. Oh, we're gonna proxy each other in a moment, but it's not gonna happen. Oh well. Well, right, Ryan. But the reality is that I mean, if you were to, if I mean, imagine a world where the Red October story was true. Okay, every day that that hull exists as an intact unit somewhere in the United States is one more day that it runs the risk of being photographed, caught by a satellite picture. Somebody figures out what it is and sells us out, right? So the idea that what they would have done would have literally stripped the submarine of everything useful and then scuttled the hull is 100% reality. Like we'd have absolutely had to do that. There is no the Typhoons, what the Soviets actually refer to them as the Alpha class, right? That boat doesn't look anything like any American submarine. You can't disguise that. You can't hang an American flag off of it and go, look at our new boat. No, it is distinctive and it is uniquely Soviet. It would never pass as anything else. So the deception that Clancy creates in the novel that he carries on where they take it out to scuttle it is exactly what they'd have to do, 100%. You can't run the risk, right? Because imagine a world where they manage to get the sub and nobody knows it. But then, say 5 years later, KGB finds out, wait, these guys all live. The sub defected. The Americans stripped it. They're all still alive in the United States. You bet your butt the KGB is going to try and come over and assassinate those guys, right? Like, it's just easier if nobody knows. It's just easier if nobody knows.